or helping an adult with a developmental disability have friends and not live a lonely life. We believe in helping each person to become as independent and self-sufficient as they can. We work very hard to help everybody, regardless of their disability, realize their God-given potential. As Chris said, we're serving over 4,000 people every year, from birth until throughout their entire life. The youngest person I've ever met that we served was 11 days old, and the oldest I've ever met is 86. Wow. This is really important because when we begin serving someone, we're making a commitment to be there for as long as they need us. And for many of the people we work with, they will need us for the rest of their life. So we've had a lot of change, we've had a lot of growth. The only reason we've done this is because the need is overwhelming. 1 in 72 children will be diagnosed with autism. Those children will grow up. And right now, there are 10,000 people with developmental disabilities who are being cared for by a parent who is over the age of 70. They're going to need us very soon. Unemployment for people with developmental disabilities is over 80%. So many people are living in poverty because they can't find a job. We are really grateful you're here to help us fill this gap, because right when the need for our services is at an all-time historical peak, the government funding for people with developmental disabilities has been cut. So we really need you. I'm going to introduce you now to a gentleman that we work with. His name is Chris. Chris's story, you're going to see him in the video. Chris's story begins with his parents' fear, disappointment, and confusion as they tried to figure out what was wrong with their son and how to help him. Chris couldn't communicate because of his autism, and as he got older, his frustration with this led to a lot of aggressive and violent behaviors, sometimes directed towards the people who loved him most, his parents. They really felt abandoned by the schools, by the medical experts, by the community, and even by some family and friends. Left without any other option for their son, they placed him in an institution where he continued to deteriorate in his skills physically, emotionally, socially. But today, Chris is a living example of what a person, even those with severe autism, can achieve. How they can live a dignified, productive life in our community. I personally am really inspired by Chris's story, and I think you will be too.
Chris is our son. He's our second-born child, and he was born with Treacher-Collins syndrome, and we had him go to Central Institute for the Deaf because we thought he was hearing impaired, and they told us they thought he was autistic.
We knew Chris wasn't talking. He was not ambulating normally. He had developed some motor tendencies that were inappropriate, and we thought we'd give him the best chance.
We really struggled when he graduated from school because we just couldn't imagine him sitting at home all day, and there was nothing. We found an organization that eventually became Easter Seals.
I think when parents first come to us, they've gotten that diagnosis of autism or a developmental disability, and they're at the end of their rope, and they don't have a lot of hope.
I've seen Chris in a restricted environment, and I've seen him in the last 15 years in a non-restricted environment, and there is no comparison.
The most remarkable improvements for Chris over the years have been with his behavior. He presented with lots of challenging behaviors early on, some pretty violent behaviors that were, I think, frightening to his family and his caregivers, and we've been able to work with that over the years to help get those under control, give him a different way to express himself.
For me, there's no greater reward in what I do than to gain that level of trust with a person I'm working with.
It's been the best thing for our adult son.
I know him to be a person with a good sense of humor. He likes to laugh at himself. He's got a ready smile. He enjoys good food. He enjoys being out in his community and walking.
They care about him like they're their own family. And I remember when Chris got very sick, they referred to Chris as their nephew.
I call him my nephew. We've grown really close. He looks forward to seeing we're like family.
Sometimes he gives you a hug, sometimes he clap when he sees you coming in. That's a sign that actually he values your presence in his house.
Chris lives in his own home, and so we are able to provide staffing to provide support to him 24 hours a day.
The house that Chris lives in is in Maryland Heights. He's lived here for 12 years. It's a 4-bedroom home that has 2 roommates.
It was like he became a different person overnight when he moved into a house. He saw this house, he got so happy, he clapped when he walked in, and it was unbelievable.
Chris knows where everything should be in the house. If you put your bag somewhere that is not supposed to be, Chris will go and pick it up and put it where you need to put it.
He picks out his own clothes and he dresses himself. Has to put his cologne on, because if I miss the cologne, he'll go back and get it. And he cologne up and he waits patiently to be taken off the program.
Twice a week, we volunteer with the Bridgeton Community Center Meals on Wheels program. We deliver food to some of the residents in the building. We have built some very warm and satisfying relationships. We engage Chris in helping us to deliver the food because it gives Chris a sense of doing things for other people.
When we are able to isolate the skills that someone needs to learn in order to be more independent, we can focus on those, we can teach those, and then they have the ability to go out and find volunteer jobs, to find employment, and be really a very active participant in society.
The independence is just necessary for everybody, so he's no different from anyone else.
Rather than sort of sitting alone with his staff at his house, he's coming here, he's interacting, he's getting out in the world, he's able to provide services, he's able to hand meals to people who wouldn't otherwise have it.
You know, it's parents' biggest fear, what will happen to their loved one if they're no longer around. And I feel a great peace knowing that he's in an organization like Easter Seals.
Our worldview has been expanded because we work with these people every day, and so we celebrate the large and the small, and we know that that's why we're here.
I have to give Chris a lot of credit. I think his closet is much tidier than mine is. Wendy, thank you so much, and thank you so much for that video. Together, we can help so many people with disabilities live in their own home, find jobs, make friends, and feel like productive members of society while gaining self-respect, hope, and a sense of belonging. So again, we thank you all so much for being here tonight, because you guys are the reason that we're able to do what we do. You see now how Easter Seals Midwest fills in the gap and provides the help to families and others like Chris. We have hundreds of people like Chris who need your help tonight. So tonight, I'm going to ask you to do something extraordinary. I'm going to ask you to change a life. Over the next few minutes, you will have a chance to make a bid for independence for people like Chris. Your gift will provide the help and support to allow someone the opportunity to live independently in their own home, find jobs, make friends, while gaining self-respect and hope. You heard Wendy say it, you can give hope to someone who desperately needs it right now. Your bid tonight will change a life. And I'd now like to welcome Rob with Mountain City Auctions to the podium. Rob is going to serve as our auctioneer for the evening, and I will turn it over to you, Rob.
Thank you, thank you. Folks, at the $10,000 level, your gift of $10,000 can provide much needed relief for 6 clients and move them off the statewide waiting list and into their own homes. And we saw how important that was just now on the video. It's hard to imagine that they can do that much for 6 people, move them into their own home. Or it's an estimated 5,000 plus individuals with developmental disabilities who live with aging parents who need community living and support within the next 10 years. The need is great. Is there somebody that would like to start us off? And if we could dim the lights just a slight bit in the middle, it would be very helpful. Then I could see what's going on a little bit better. Is there anybody that wants to step up and say, yes, I would be there at the $10,000 level? Folks, you can either take your bid paddle and you can donate by pressing on the green button, or you can lift up your bid paddle if you want to do it the good old-fashioned way. $10,000. Is there anybody that would like to step up right now and say, Rob, I'd like to go $10,000. Is there a $10,000 bid anywhere in the house? I tell this story every year. Maybe I bored you with it. I don't know if I told it at this organization. I do know a guy who had an auction one time, and he was speaking to a man named Hammer before the auction started. And the gentleman was just discussing the items in the auction with him. And he got up to the front and he had asked the staff what was the goal for the night. And they said 100,000, and he just walked up and said, what the heck? Anybody want to give 100,000? And some lady in the back said, I'll do 100,000. And then Mr. Hammer of Arm & Hammer fame said he'd match it for 100,000. So I'm going to go ahead and go crazy here. I do this every time, but anybody want to do 100,000? It's going to make the 10,000 sound better. 100,000. How about 10? Anybody want to go $10,000? 10,000? I won't belabor the point. I thank you, and let's move on to the next level. At the $7,500 level, your gift of $7,500 can provide 3 clients with essential skill building opportunities so they can secure and sustain a competitive job in the community. Folks, in the community. $7,500. Anybody else want to jump in here at $7,500? I'm looking furiously for a hand raise. You can bid paddle it, that's fine if you want to do it that way. I like the old-fashioned way. 7,500. 7,500. Okay, let's try 5,000. I'm assuming somebody's doing this and not telling me. Your gift of 5,000 can offer training and support for one family to learn how to care for their child with autism. $5,000, folks. Right here, number 122, number 122 at $5,000. Somebody else want to step up? Thank you so much, sir. It's getting really lonely up here on the stage. 5,000. Anybody else at $5,000? 5,000. Gonna scan one time. Don't miss the boat. $5,000. Okay. At $2,500, your gift of $2,500 can offer one client a year's worth of support from our registered nursing staff to live a healthy, productive life in his or her own home in the community. Who would like to help us at $2,500? Number 62, number 62, number 171, 171, number 323, 323, number 422, 422, 204, 204, number 40, number 40. Folks, at $2,500, number 102, number 102. I got you, ma'am. Anybody else? $2,500. I certainly don't want to miss that money. $2,500. All right, let's go down a little bit more. $1,000 level. Your gift of $1,000 can provide 12 hours of life-changing therapy for a child with autism who is struggling to communicate. This is a big deal. Number 240, 240, 274, 274, 239, 239, 236, 236, number 5, number 37, number 37, number 164, 164, 120, 120, number 84, number 84, number 179, 179, way over there, number 117, 117. Anybody else? Right over here, 522, 522. 140, 140. Hope somebody's writing all these down. All right, yay. Anybody else? That was fun. $500. Your gift of $500 can cover 1 week of summer internship for a teen with a developmental disability to help ensure his or her future job success. Here come the numbers. 10, 10, 11, 11, number 4, number 4, number 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 7, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 210, 210. Over this way, number 177, 177, number 44, number 44, 101, 101, 27, 27, 124, 124, 326, 326, number 40, number 40, number 38, number 38, number 16, number 16, number 412, 412. Thank you so much. Anybody else at that level? We're at $500. Anybody else at $500? Looking around and moving on. At $250. $250 provides the support needed to purchase a basic home goods and personal necessities for a client moving into his or her own home. How exciting would that be for the first time? And we're right over here, $250. Number 105, 105, number 175, 175, 346, 346, 157, 157, number 156, 156, number 342, 342, 248 in the back, 248, 324, 324, 188, 188, 145, 145, 147, 147, number 12-9, 12-9, number 14-2, 14-2, 12-8, 12-8, 13-2, 13-2, number 39, number 39, number 2, 6, 2, 2, 6, 2, number 26, 3, 26, 3, number 10, 7, 1, 0, 7, number 350, 350, number 411, 411, 215, 215, number 21, number 21, number 234, 234, 211, 211, woo, number 41, number 41. Anybody else? 133, 133, thank you. You're gonna bring the bids up, baby. All right, we're at $125. Provides one social outing for 10 teens with autism to make friends and build community skills. All that for $125. This is where it gets really fun. Your numbers backwards. Number 55, number 55, number 66, 66. She's teasing me. A bid tease. Number 181, 181, 191, 191, 11, 4, 11, 4, 24, 3, 343, number 344, 344, 341, 341, number 16, 3, 16, 3, 340, number 340, number 311, 311, number 250, number 250, number 316, 316. 51, excuse me, 151, 151, 229, 229, 232, 232, 37, 37, 223, 223, 26, 6, number 266, number 27, 3, 273, number 268, 268, 282, 282, number 301, 301, 303, 303. Did I miss anybody? Anybody else? At $125. The money's pouring in. Thank you so much, folks. Thank you so much. You made my job easy. It's not easy to count when there's nobody raising your paddles. And don't forget, if you want to use your bid pal, you can pick up your phone and donate at any time during the entire evening, folks. Don't let that opportunity pass by. Some people are not comfortable raising a paddle. Raise the thumb, folks. Raise the thumb. Thank you very much.
How about that? Thank you all.
Thank you guys so much. How about another round of applause for everyone who was just so generous. Thank you so much. And thank you to Rob, too. We're just getting warmed up. Your generosity is overwhelming. We are changing lives tonight. Just a reminder, throughout the evening, you can help support Easter Seals Midwest and others like Chris by clicking the Bid for Independence on your smartphone. or mobile bidding device. Raffle tickets also available. You don't have to be here to win tomorrow night. We're going to draw a winner of $1,000 cash, so please see one of the lovely volunteers to purchase. Hey, before we get back to dinner service, I don't know if you guys are on social media. If you're on Twitter, if you're on Instagram, you can see on your tables that you can follow at hashtag ESMWGolf. You can follow Easter Seals Midwest. And I actually want to take a picture with everybody. We're going to take a selfie and put it on Twitter. So if everyone behind me, like, y'all on the sides, you're not going to be in the picture, so don't worry about it. But you guys right here, like in my wheelhouse, I'm looking at you, white shirt. Yeah, double thumbs up. Everybody, I'm going to need to look at the camera when we turn around. This is what your sons and daughters do. It's a selfie.
They make fun of me all the time.
We're going to take a picture, all right? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Hashtag ESMWGolf is where you can see that on Twitter and Facebook. We're going to continue dinner service right now. Make sure you review the listing on your tables, and we'll be back in just a few. Thank you so much, guys.
I'm not on Facebook or not on LinkedIn. It probably makes the sign of fire there. He's on Facebook too. I did I know how to do Twitter. I did actually sign up for LinkedIn a long time ago. I never linked with it. But I did set a Twitter account a long time ago. I couldn't pull it down, but I just want to check it out and see what it was. Same with LinkedIn.
So do you post a lot on Facebook, or do you just, are you dead? She's alert. Yeah, she's also insane. I'm going to find out what I need.
I have a business back here. So I go back and forth. Thank you. Bob, I'm one of those guys here. I work.
Oh, and then it disappears, right?
My sales manager so he's at we're an industrial type of organization, so all our customers are large industrial corporations. They aren't on LinkedIn. Maybe some of the, they link, they connect personally, but they don't connect corporate. We actually did a check. We were looking at getting for our website stuff. The people are buying our website suggest we look at some of the social medias. We look at our industry and see how they're really applied. So I said, great, good.
Oh, it does. We find good people.
Oh, yeah. Connecting with people is great. Recruiting is awesome.
I might like it. You might like it.
I can't even imagine what what does your grad school class look like? Is everyone just on their computer or on their phone the whole time?
Okay, so there's somebody who's it has to make sense. It's very important for us to be on LinkedIn. Yeah, very important.
To connect with customers or connect with
I like to connect with a good majority of them being right up. So they have no concept of like high-end stuff. I also work with people that learn some experience. They know what they're doing. Also, so if I don't think it, my names know what I always have. I've always had a feeling. I'm like the value. They take the to everything to protect him. And it's also funny enough, but I will tell you. Because I can tell stuff out. There is really is writing it and remembering.
you on LinkedIn?
Remember, me writing it. And finding it. It seems like lost. I have to keep it in my brain. So, they all got in onto it like, and our professors found right. So we have 107, 110, or 20 PowerPoint slides. I have to build those out because I have to like write in the slides until I can use. I can't keep track. I can't type it.
The professor has PowerPoint slides.
Oh,
industrial family and friends out in Houston.
Right. Not everything's on swap.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh yeah. That's what's going on with my cousins and my family. Yeah.
I know his cousin Joe does. But
That's who's that, what piece is that?
my sister
right.
he used to say about all of you. So I use Facebook to make sure she's okay. I was going to say, she's okay. She's had some scare. I use Facebook to make sure she's
Social.
okay. Right. It's actually
Right now, she works in a medical clinic, but she's not psychiatric. She has a little bit of a specialty in and your husband? Good for him.
Don't forget, I'm still waiting for somebody to take away my little flashy Texas pin. If I leave here with a Texas pin tonight, that's going to be an absolute treat. I won't leave with it. You'll leave with it or somebody else will leave with it. Somebody will be styling besides me is what that's all.
Great. What does he do all day?
He's an avid gardener. We have very big vegetables.
Nice.
He's a farmer.
Kind of like a unique.
Yeah. So we have a wheel and a hill and everything in our house.
Wow.
I think so. We're
Pretty
at 2
good.
minutes left. I think it's a lot of wine. I think I'm gonna try to ship some back to my suitcase.
I've heard that someone is outbid the folks on the opera package. Where are you at? Wave at me. I'll bring you your flashy pin. They're going to hide. They don't want it. Flashy
And
pin.
a great family vineyard. He ran up on
Yeah, okay.
So, I mean, it's like you have to buy it there. So, I mean, that's what I told them. I'll make sure that those are on the way.
You know what else? Thank you for having a good time. Leave the rest of it or somebody else. Get them out of there.
Like, sorry, Jordan, we tried to keep it for you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Jean had a rough day at
I had
work,
another meeting
but
with
she
Bill.
needed that bottle. I know.
Does he miss work?
Yeah, right.
Nice when it all works out like that.
It's a real strong We appreciate it.
Every day.
And ask for so much more than that.
Oh my God. I got lucky. So here, how do you decide where to live?
How do you all meet?
We're looking for houses.
And it's drive-in
We're looking at price ranges. So kind of, that was really what happened. We really started. We wanted to look outside to see what I'd like to be. I was a little bit of maintenance and stuff. And have her have 35, 40 years.
That's where I first
Especially eating at home all day. It's like, I guess we're kind of trying to shorten the day a little bit. Making it like, we decided to stay in really close. We're about 15 minutes. Yeah, we're on the
Mother.
house right next to our land.
His mother was
So a good size, the house is big, the house is the neighborhood and stuff like that.
sounds lovely. Uh-huh. When I was dating somebody else, then one of my started.
Today we used to have 5 acres, it's all woods around us. Mostly it's
Well,
just
his mother
I
and my
could never,
friend.
when my neighbors there.
My mother, or his mother,
Kentucky
so
was there.
my mother, Avon,
They had 10 acres.
in the early
It was in the middle of all the racehorses were racing.
and he would wait in the car.
So we were surrounded by racehorse farms.
Oh boy.
We had all these thoroughbreds and all these fields around us.
I
We
had
walked
all
up the edge of our lawn and all these horses were
I had one brother.
That was really incredible.
Because they boy, and he was like,